Starzy.
White family music. I'm coming back to where I belong. You're the reason why I'm singing this song. But I did you no wrong. But you broke my heart.
Hi guys, and welcome back. We're Team Apple and we are Ghana bound. I'm Yaba and today I'm coming at you with a 1 month update. Yes, we've been in Ghana for 1 month. So it's been awesome. There have been a lot of bits that we've had to readjust to, but we have adjusted. So I will go through some points that you too may go through as you enter into life here on the continent. Before I dive straight into all of the points, I wanted to start with one that seems to have come at a good time. I was gonna make this point anyway, but now it's even more apt, and it's all about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry and the situation going on right now. The only reason I heard about it was because I go on social media. I didn't hear about it on my usual scrolling Africa YouTube, and I don't watch the news. And I don't actually think it's happening much on the local news over here. So it's a big uproar over in the UK and America, but not on the continent. No one that I come across has messaged me or spoken to me about what's going on. Have you heard about Meghan, the racism? No, it's not here. Now, before I go into it too much, let me just say this. I have not watched the interview. 2 reasons. Number one, I cannot access it. Like, I tried on different platforms and they're like, the country you're in, you can't access. Okay. Secondly, I'm not sure I want to, which is interesting. Normally, I would dive into that and be like, the injustice of it all. Let me find out all the information. But being here has given me a completely different headspace. And let me also say this, living in a country that is actually quite racist draws a lot of energy. It drains energy. And I've spent the last month restoring that energy. So when I first heard about the whole Prince Harry, Meghan situation that's recently happened and the Oprah interview, I couldn't relate. Can you imagine? For the first time, I couldn't actually relate to it. And yeah, that whole topic on itself is a deep one. And having been here, let me say that my energy is restored. I am no longer a black woman. I'm just a woman. My children are not black children. They're just children. And spending a lot of energy, talking about race, thinking about my race, thinking about my children and my husband, and the risks, the future, the experiences that we get, the comments, reading comments online about the UK's perspective on the Harry and Meghan thing is what I'm waiting for. I want to see what the people have to say, and that's going to be an interesting one. I think already it's coming out that it's not as sympathetic to her as we all thought it would be. So UK, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's have the conversation about that. Let's bring it back to Ghana. I wanted to talk about my experience with racism here in Ghana. 0. That is the end of that topic. Thank you. Having been here 1 month, how have we adjusted? We've adjusted really well, the kids especially. We have found that it is feeling like home. People asking all the time, how are you? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm really good. I'm resting more. I'm enjoying the neighborhood. And, even just today, I went for a walk to run some errands, and literally it was like, good morning. Oh, hi. Oh, you. How are you doing? And it's like, yeah, I'm becoming part of the community. And so are the kids. It is hard not to know my children because they are big characters, but people have taken to them already. They're watching out for them, and we feel like we have actively become part of this direct local community. Next, the language. this is the best part. So the languages that we are really actively exposed to are Twi, Ga, and Ewe. We want the children to learn all three of those. They are getting it mainly from family members, and also as we go around in town in the in the Ubers and the Bolts, you know, I'm saying to them, please don't speak English to us. Speak Ga, speak Ewe, speak Twi. Give it to us because no one else is going to. So the family have had the lecture from me, and they're now actively trying to speak in the specific language that they speak. I've learned to say the niceties first. I'm a big believer in manners and being polite anywhere I go. And I want to instill that into the kids, and Sam is especially on it with the languages, so they have no choice. So, let me do a little test. Let's start with Ga. Thank you is Ouradon. Please is
Uh-oh.
hey, what's please? Auntie. Hey, what's please? Ouradon. Auntie Mamuna, how do you say please in Ga? Please in Ga is Ofaine. Next is Ewe. Please. Madakuku. Thank you, Akbe or Akbeno. And lastly, Twi. So thank you is Medasi. Please is Mepaucho. Woo. Okay, I know all of you are going to start correcting me. And I don't care. This has gotten me around for the last month, and it has been successful. For those of you who are coming over and you haven't got the language, please be reassured. People are so friendly to help you learn. Everywhere I've gone, most people will say, oh, let me teach you, you need to learn, or well done. They do this a lot, well done, when you try. So just try. You'll see this time next year, I'm going to be fluent, okay? You'll see. Next, food. Adapting to food has not been a problem for me because I eat pretty much everything apart from those snails. I will put a picture in. Yuck. I don't like them. You might like them. I'm not judging you for it, so don't judge me for it, okay? We've tried, or I've had every meal that I love. Red, fufu, light soup, kontomire, okra stew, all of it, and I'm just so happy. I've also noticed that my body's loving all the local food. It is organic, it is grown right there, sold right there, it doesn't travel very far, fresh coconuts, and my nails are growing so healthy for the first time in ages, and hair's growing really well because of it, and the sun. So adapting to food has not been a problem for me. The kids, hit and miss. So they've tried a lot of things. Some of it they already know they don't like, some of it they do. But over time, I'm going to keep introducing them to the local food. We are not here to eat burger and chips, even though once in a while we go out for that, that's fine. But we've come to actually immerse ourselves into our culture. I need to learn to cook most meals now. So I'm going to spend some time with my aunties and my friend who comes to help me, and I will ask them to help me cook as well. The next thing, tiredness. I mentioned that in my 1 week video about being drained, feeling low. That has passed. So for those who are coming and you experience that, again, try to prioritize rest in the early stages of your move. Try to get times where you just lay down, just relax yourselves, because it is a lot. You've got a lot to do. You have to do this stuff. However, do it while you've got energy. So fill up your tank first and then carry on. That's exactly what I've done. So I'm in a season of rest right now where I'm trying to just chill, just relax, and I'm already feeling more like myself again after that massive stress of moving country. Okay, next is the weather. We do not have air conditioning in this house. At first, I was freaking out about that. I was like, I'm gonna just melt literally into the ground. But we have fans in in most rooms, we've got a fan, and that's enough. That is enough, okay? So if you are coming over and you're planning on living here or staying for a very, very, very long time, let me just encourage you to not spend too much time in air conditioning, because you will walk out and your body will have to start all over again with getting used to the heat. It's hot, but your body, God has made it in a way that you will actually get used to it. Local Ghanaians are still sweating. Heat is heat, but they're able to tolerate it longer. Whereas me and the kids are like, after 10 minutes, we're like, oh, get us home. But after a month, it's actually gotten a lot better. So we have the fan on generally all the time when we're in the room, but the settings have changed. So when we first came and we'd sleep, we'd put our setting to, let's say, level 4. So it's like, brrr, like basically like a storm kind of wind. And it was like, now I can sleep. And slowly it's gone down. And then the children, like, one night were like, oh, we're too cold. I was like, okay then. So I turned their setting down again, and now they're on level 1. They just need like a little light breeze to see them through. So eventually they'll probably sleep without any fan, which really surprised me. But I think the reason that is because we're hardly in air conditioning. When we head out to the mall and there's aircon there, I notice actually that I get like it's a little chilly. So that's a tip for you. Don't spend time in AC. Use the fans and try and adapt to the temperature. Give your body that chance to get there as well. The last point is going to be one I touched on earlier, and that's mental health. Everybody's different. This is very personal. So I can talk about myself, but your experience may be different. When I was in a different environment, we talked in a previous video about being in a more toxic environment. Do not get me wrong. We love the UK, okay? It's done us a lot of good. We enjoyed it. We have friends there, family there. It was all good. However, when you've been in a toxic environment or a relationship or something so long that it's almost normal, you almost tolerate certain things. It's only now that we've exited that environment that I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm now actually living my best life. When you talk about the land of the free, like America, actually, it's not the land of the free. When you come here and you realize, I've got a business idea, I can actually get well connected to people and I can execute that business idea quite successfully. There are so many opportunities for business in Ghana, so many, and there's the freedom to do it. This is the land of the free. The continent is actually the land of the free. And mentally, I feel that. Mentally, I feel free and safe and at home. So all the other things I've listed, they'll improve, we'll adapt. It's situational, it's circumstance, it's temporary. But the mental health element has really, really been a massive blessing. It's hard to explain until you come here as a black person who's been having to almost justify themselves most of their life, work that extra bit harder to fit in or to be accepted or to be made attracted to. And we've come here and it's like everyone looks like me. The children call everybody Uncle Eric. So all the uncles are Uncle Eric, and we love you, Uncle Eric. There's a particular uncle they love, and they call everyone Uncle Eric now. But they're getting used to the fact that just because an uncle looks like you, he's got your skin color. Number one, he's not an uncle, and number two, he's not Uncle Eric. Okay, so it's been amazing for them, especially, and the children's self-confidence has increased massively. They've been surrounded by family, but also going out outside our gate and being treated just as a child. No one's going, oh, let me touch your hair. Oh, oh, I love, can I feel this? Or they look because, oh, the child looks different. Oh, even the thought of that, the memory of having to say, please don't touch my child's hair, or preparing myself when I go out to say, please don't touch my child or their hair, because people didn't ask before. It was like, oh, it's so pretty. You know, my children get compliments still here in Ghana, but it's like general stuff. You know, it's not like you stand out kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that summarizes it all really. I would love to hear some of your comments. I really, really want to hear about your experiences here on the continent, or those of you who are planning to come over to stay or to visit. Are there certain things that you're concerned about or that you're excited about? Do you think that you not knowing the language is going to be an issue? Do you feel like you being a black American, a black American, African American, or a black person from the UK, you know, will make you stand out to the point where you're not welcome here? Then, you know, please ask away, chat about it, let's talk about it. It's a big topic, but your experience is your experience and mine is mine. So thank you so much again for watching. Please subscribe. So many of you watch us who haven't actually clicked subscribe. The more we know who's watching, the more we know what kind of content you like. Please like the content, comment below, and let's stay in touch. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.